The UK's peatlands have been described as our Amazon rainforest. Arguably less glamorous, they store at least twice as much carbon as the world's forests. And, like all green spaces, they're increasingly under threat. Dane's Moss is an ancient peat bog in Macclesfield and the site of a proposed housing development. I went there to meet two people leading the campaign to save Dane's Moss.
This is Dane's Moss, and there's a plan to turn it into the South Macclesfield development area. It would be an enormous environmental catastrophe because of the loss of a natural climate solution, which is to restore the peatland to its natural state. We're trying to stop development of 136 acres of deep peatland.
The SMDA, or South Mac Development Area, was first mooted in 1997. We didn't have as good a grasp on climate change as we do now. We had no information about the depth and extent of the peat on the site then. In the last 5 years alone, climate science has evolved exponentially, and I personally think the council should have the moral backbone to say, yes, we got it wrong. So as these lower bracts of moss die off, they'll fall into the water and remain in there, and they won't decay because there's no oxygen in there. And that will become the layer of peat. And you can see how tiny they are. That's why it takes 1,000 years to build up a metre of peat.
I think a lot of people fully understand that there probably need to be more homes built. I wouldn't say that we're just against all development, but you have to do it in the right place. This is just one of the worst places on the planet to develop.
Sadly, the story of Dane's Moss isn't unique, and peatlands across Europe are under threat. I've come out to the Peat District today to see for myself some of our remaining wetlands. Walking from Bamford to Grindleford, we spent the night in Hathersage, the fabled home of Little John. Our route took us through White Path Moss. As its name suggests, the landscape is dominated by wetland habitats, which support a distinct ecosystem. Plants like sphagnum moss, which plays a key role in the formation of bogs, thrive alongside insects, birds and mammals that are mostly absent in other ecosystems.
It's gritty, its colour is beautiful, inspiring, the grandeur of it. The wind, when it's windy, it's a battle, which makes it even more exciting.
Throughout history, bogs have also been known as dangerous places, and I was about to find out why. It's a lovely sunny March day today, which has been very nice for filming. We decided to cut across this area here. A nice bed of dry reeds, you can see. We have been struggling to tell, is this a bog, is this not a bog? But on this occasion, the bog revealed itself. You're right. Oh. I'll get up.
Grab my hand.
Got some purchase now.
Oh.
Miraculously, my phone is here, and this is where the bog reached. Don't mess with bogs. Why should we care about saving peat?
It's very easy. In one instance, it is our best bet against climate change. We all talk about planting trees and saving rainforests, but peat isn't a very exciting habitat for many people. I mean, I love it, but for most people, it's a sort of dank, dark place. For those who know what's going on, that water is covering up layers and layers of decayed moss, which forms peat, and in that is vast, vast stores of carbon. As soon as you dig the peat out the ground, the oxygen can get at it, it oxidises and releases its carbon dioxide.
Storing more than 600 gigatons of carbon globally, peatlands need our protection now more than ever. Campaigners like Sally, Tom and Gordon are faced with the challenge of gaining support for a cause which lacks the superficial glamour of other environmental issues. With just under 3 million hectares remaining in the UK, it's still not too late to give peat a chance.